so don't let the title fool you. Accounting is exciting. So I'm here today to discuss with you how researchers in accounting use innovative data sources to better understand how firms and capital markets function. Oh, these are not the correct slides, but that's okay. In a recent paper, which is going to be linked on the screen in a minute, my co-authors and I catalog and integrate uses of innovative data in management accounting research. One of the examples of this innovative data is here on the screen. We use satellite imagery to predict stock prices. In this case, the green line is generated from satellite images showing the number of cars parked in the Chipotle parking lot, and this closely predicts the blue line, Chipotle's stock price. In another example of innovative data, video footage of CEO presentations is used to calculate their body expansiveness. This expansiveness is then linked to trustworthiness and believability, which impacts how capital markets incorporate the information delivered by these CEOs. In a new study with my colleague Jason Chen, we're examining how innovative data helps us to understand the role of proxy advisors in controlling CEO pay. To understand this study, we have to recognize three things. Number one, in response to the 2008 financial crisis, shareholders were given the right to vote on CEO pay packages as part of the Dodd-Frank Act. Number two, while many shareholders are individuals like you or I, most are institutional investors like hedge funds and mutual funds. And these institutional investors hold shares of hundreds of stocks simultaneously. So researching these individual firm pay practices is costly. This gave way to the rise of a new industry called proxy advising. These firms provide recommendations to institutional investors on how to cast their say-on-pay votes. Thus, these recommendations are incredibly important to CEOs because if they get a negative say-on-pay vote, this leads to decreases in compensation, unfavorable contract terms, and the like. But not surprisingly, neither the CEOs nor the proxy advisors are willing to share with us how they come up with these recommendations. So we turn to an innovative data source, publicly available information on yellow taxi cab rides in New York City. Using geolocation, we catalog all trips between the largest proxy advisor and headquarters of publicly traded firms. We show that it appears managers attempt to influence these recommendations by visiting the proxy advisor, and what's more, it seems that the strategy works, as those CEOs who make more frequent visits are more likely to get favorable say-on-pay votes. This is one example of how accounting researchers exemplify UIC, the University of Innovation and Creativity.